What's up, guys? Good afternoon, good morning. Just waking up, already getting ready to go to work. But I wanted to talk about some things before I leave, which is this constant narrative that I'm seeing where employees are admitting to their bosses right to their face that they don't want to work at these places. See, this is what I'm talking about when I told you guys I've struggled keeping a job for any period past a year. It never works out. It never really gets to a year, as a matter of fact. And everything that I do within that time frame, I'm thinking that, I'm not doing the most. You know, you got people out here who are really taking advantage of a lot of the system loopholes and stuff like that. But I, for one, have known since school, grade school, middle school, that I can't do what everybody else do. I just can't. The consequences are different for me, and they're usually a little bit more unnecessary than for everybody else. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about the guy at work that I told you guys about named JJ. He's 20. I think his name is Jalen Johnson. So they call him JJ. And then, guys, there's a guy named Leviathan. Yeah. Of course, he's a punk. He's gay. But he walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, man, what's your name?" And I was like, "My name's Charles, bro. What's yours?" And he was like, "Leviathan?" I'm like, the way you told me that name, you sounded way too enthusiastic to tell me that name, almost as if it's made up. But anyway, I'm not going to question you. I don't really care. But I found that name to be very cool / weird / who the hell named you? But JJ, he's 20 years old. So he's going in and out of the office talking to Ed, which is the manager. Ed, as of last night, I found out lives at the store. Okay? I left my charger last night, and I told God in all of his disgusting ways, I finally feel a little bit better, you know, to enjoy my night, and I'll accidentally leave my charger there at work. So I told myself, I said, man, I know I got an extra charger around here. Probably don't work as good, but I know I got it. Nope. I guess that day I was feeling too good, and I threw it in the trash. So I had to text him, and I remember JJ saying something about, yeah, man, we don't get out of here till like 1. So I look at the clock, it's 1 o'clock. I'm like, man, ain't nobody up there, bro. So I text Ed anyway. Hey, man, anybody at the store, man? He texts back, yeah, I live here. And I text back, holy shit, with a sad face like, damn, G. You know, still ain't worse than my situation, but you get it. And I ride up there on the bike. The bike has no seat. So imagine pedaling, and then you can't sit. Yeah, that'll add some muscle to you real quick. So I'm overhearing JJ. This is where, when I was talking to JJ outside when we were smoking, and he was explaining to me, man, you playing catch up. You know, a large majority of your life, you sitting here playing catch up, you know, and he's a 20-year-old, but I take advice from anybody. I don't just shut you down just because you're younger than me. So I'm listening to what he's saying, and, you know, I took it in. I don't talk like young people now that was valid. Shut up. So I took it into consideration and told him, you know, I appreciate that knowledge. And then he was telling me something else about trying not to work too hard because Ed gonna try to replace you, like, as somebody that he needs of importance. So he might boost you up or whatever. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, so what come up is that this kid wants to be smarter than what he ain't. Okay? He's not smart. He's one of these modern day kids that he wants to have long hair. He wants to do everything else but go to work. And so I overhear him telling Ed, hey, Ed, you know, and I'm going to talk how he talks so y'all can get a picture of how he talk. Hey, Ed, he got an overbite. Hey, Ed, look, I met a female, right? I met this bitch, right? First of all, if I'm your boss, You're not finna be cussing in my face. I don't care what the situation is. I met a bitch, right? Okay? So, like, I met a bitch. And what I was thinking was, you remember how I used to holler at these bitches, right? Well, what I was gonna do is let the bitch have my card, right? See, that's what I forgot was, I was supposed to be giving them my card, right? And then when they get my card, then you can spare my business. And I'm like, good God, I'm over there washing dishes like, oh my God. If I'm your boss, I'm like, bro, get out of my office. Get out of my office with this shit. And so the reason I pressed play on the video was he then follows that statement up with, yeah, because this job ain't cutting it. You know, I ain't no one job having nigga. And so he leaves the office and he yells out, I'm a different type of nigga. I'm not your stereotypical African American, you know? I'm like, good God, bro. Yeah, you are. You actually worse. I'm not the stereotypical Negro. Okay? I'm quiet. I'm reserved. I have a lot of goals that I don't dispense of. So on and so forth. It's usually the guys that have to say they different, that they're not different. So he's telling Ed all these different things like, I'm gonna put you a bed in here. He kept saying that. I was wondering why he was saying put a bed in here. Because he knew about my situation. So he was like, what if I put a bed in this hole for you, bro? And I'm like, first of all, I don't like to talk. Second of all, I damn sure don't like to talk about stuff like this. Third of all, I told myself I'll believe it when I see it. So, yeah, that was him and this other young lady. She's a delivery driver, but they love to voice the fact that they don't want to, you know, this job ain't doing enough. This job ain't doing enough. Bro, if I'm your boss, keep that to yourself, okay? I don't need you to tell me that this job ain't doing it for you, because now you're telling me that we make food, okay? Energy goes into food. So by you telling me you don't really want to work here because it ain't enough, now you letting me know you're not putting the positive energy into this food. So yeah, I know I take it a little too serious. But I told you I'm spiritual, and food does have loving and compassion and patience and things like that can cover a wide range of things inside of a restaurant that have no life. You can give the place life just by how you make the food. So that was something that just made me very aggravated. Like, why would you sit here and just see, once again, though, I can't do shit like this. Walk around these buildings talking about what I don't want to do. This ain't enough. I'm looking for another job. All this shit telling me you don't want to work for my company. All right, bye, bitch. Bye. I don't need you sitting here telling me every day about what you plan on doing, but you ain't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll show you niggas how to really make a little ass job like that work. Y'all niggas is ungrateful, boy. Y'all don't know how to turn $1 to a dime and a dime to a quarter to a quarter to a dollar. Like, y'all niggas is y'all spoiled. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. I'm sure there's more to come today. I had a pretty sucky night because, like I said, I had to come to Walmart, dig in this bag, told myself, bro, you left the damn charger on the cabinet. Okay, phone gets to 32%. Let's walk back home, look for the extra charger. Extra charger's not there. So then we have to pedal all the way to the store, pedal all the way back, go back home, take another wash off, come back to the store. By that time, it's already 5 o'clock in the morning. It's already 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking tired. So I just sit there and try to soak up the rest of the evening that I had. And I didn't go to bed till about 7? Woke up at around 12? I feel okay. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm out.